does this... No audio yet, but that might be because we have... No, that's not it. It's not the playback stream. That might be very audible and very loud. I don't know why it's not. What if I just look at I mean, the stream is saying that it's on the title mode, so that should be correct. Ah, here it is. Remove you. Okay, now there's nothing. And then we go for output capture, existing, use you. Put that in. And it didn't do anything. Of course it didn't do anything. Why is it muted? Good question. That's not muted. That works fine, so the sound works fine, but somewhere it's hidden somewhere. There's some setting missing and something that's taking this sound away from Slay. The thing is, if I just do it without opening the stream whatsoever, it works. But somehow there's no audio, well, aside from voice. That's weird. That's not on the wrong audio device, is it? Can I see what this is? Yeah, no, it's just a... This is just a... another one of those just indie games that doesn't, you know, that it doesn't have advanced audio controls and things. So are you, I mean, I have more mixers than just this one, right? The Linux sound system is nice, but it's also unnecessarily convoluted, which means that there are about 5 different volume controls, which, I mean, can I just close every possible window? I mean, I could just put on a browser window and then put in the, what's it called? Put on the audio stream. So yeah. And now it's back. I think it was because Spire decided to send its audio to the wrong device, which is always fun. I think it was sending the audio to the monitor because the monitor apparently is the first device that's listed in the list of devices. But the OS thought, you know, let me just tell you that it's sending it to the to the, what is it, to the other output, but actually be sending it to the first one. It's always nice if interfaces are okay. So slay-the-spire, I mean, not much to be said, right? It's this amazing, thoughtful game that we'll be playing, where you have this deck of cards, and you have this nice little overview where we're gonna go, or decide where to go, And the challenge is to get to the end. Now, we have all these disadvantages all stacked up on top of each other that make things a little bit harder with every step. We're doing it on the maximum difficulty, and we're also going to try to get all of these so that we can fight the boss at the hidden boss behind the real boss, that is. So now we have these choices to make. We can get a rare card. There are quite a few hits here, right? A Reaper or a Feed or even a Corruption, although, you know, that's kind of a bit of a curse in the first act, but good later. Or a Barricade. Things that would also work. Juggernaut would work. There's a card that's like a lot of damage and a burn into your deck. That would also be a very good. There are a lot of valuable rare cards in Ironclad, as it turns out. This option is a common relic. There are quite a few okay ones. Then we have lose all gold to transform to. Transform is fairly good. Losing all gold can be a big disadvantage if you're forced into a shop, because that means a dead node. The question is, of course, which way are we going? Now, this is very nice. Rest, lead, rest at the end. There's another elite we could go for, and then perhaps a rest here, and then a rest here, and then a choice. And then probably an early shop, which we can utilize, because there's no other shops. So I'm not too keen on this one then. Then there's this, obtaining a boss relic. However, with the amount of fights in this act, that might not be the best choice. Especially since in the first act most events will be sacrifice health to gain something, usually. Very common. Giving up 6 health every combat is quite a big deal, actually. And the Ironclad has a few ways of cheating out energy. Well, maybe not this one either. So then, let's take a rare card and see what we get. We got a limit break. Double your strength exhaust. It's a curse, basically. However, if we find a certain event, we could trade it for health. Or, if we find any source of strength whatsoever, it becomes reasonable. So let's go to the shop and try to find some sort of card that gives us strength. So, here's where, you know, the game starts. We get combats. Every one of these is a combat. The goal is to get through, losing as few HP as possible. They're doing 14, nothing much we can do about it, so we have a choice of bash or strike. I will strike both of them because they gain block whenever you strike them. Now they're going to hit us, we're going to pound through our block and deal a bit of damage. We're going to strike the front guy because he's making himself stronger, so we want to make sure to kill him next turn. And then throw away the limit break so we don't draw it again. Hopefully, anyway. There are, in our deck, 5 strikes and 4 defense. So we're going to do this, this, and that. Not take the 1 damage necessarily. And then we got the choice between Severed Soul, Twin Strike, and Infernal Blade. Infernal Blade, not so great. Twin Strike can scale a little bit. So no strength on offer. There's a body slam on offer, which I'm not too much of a fan of. There's an uppercut on offer. Uppercut can be pretty good. You can upgrade it and it does 2 and 2. It's basically a better bash. Or we can remove a strike. So I don't think we want to remove a strike yet because it's too early. If I remove a strike in the very beginning of the game and the elite ends up being sentries, I mean, I would have preferred having the strike at that point. There's also Dark Embrace, which will counter sentries by itself. Sure, let's pick one up. It's good for later, and it'll counter one of the elite fights. We got offer to remove a card. So we'll take that offer and remove a strike. a bit worried about running into some gremlin mob that will do a lot of damage to us. This cultist is not much of a problem though. Not much of a problem anyway. So now the question is... So 17 damage would be required, so 16. A bash and a strike would do it. Twin strike and strike would do it. Strike, strike, defend, defend, dark embrace would be the one hand that wouldn't do it. Yeah, I'll take the 1 damage and hope we don't draw really badly. And thankfully we didn't. Fire breathing. Fire breathing is another way of dealing with sentries, but we've already got dark embrace. I don't think I need fire breathing. It's still nice though. We're up against the slime boss. Fire breathing is very good against the slime boss too. Okay, we can transform a card here. Or upgrade a card. Transform a card. Ooh, this is dangerous because we just don't have... We don't have enough power now in the deck. Is the problem. We have only 4 attacks remaining, which is a bit problematic. I'll upgrade the bash. So we want to dodge these elites because we just didn't quite seem to get... I'll pop a fire breathing to... Because these will... yeah, we have a Sender's Bane in the deck, and they also add slimes, which when we draw them will now deal a bunch of damage to him. And here we'll draw the slime and deal 6. Okay, there's our strength. Which I'm going to pick up and then grab an upgrade on. So we can start with 3 strength instead of 2. Puzzle is good. Tongues, which will immediately activate if we draw the pain, and draws 3 cards when we do, which is very strong. As well as upgrade a bunch of stuff. Yeah, sure, we'll take the tongues. We have 69 health. So this is an enemy that's a lot stronger than what we've faced so far, because this guy is on the hard pool. So we fought 3 things already. Lots of question marks, Isaac. Ideally you fight only 3 things, but near the end of the deck it's usually you get to 4. So here we use our Centennial Puzzle to be able to gain 6 strength. It's quite nice. Does fire breathing do something? I mean, it does a thing. But maybe just doing bash plus is better here. We cannot kill. We can kill now though. Whirlwind, Soul, or Heavy Blade. So Heavy Blade is an interesting one. Heavy Blade is unnecessary if you have a lot of strength, but it is an attack. We desperate for attacks. The other option is Whirlwind, but again, it's another thing that would be great against sentries, but not so much against the other 2. Sever Soul could be nice, but I think it's Heavy Blade here. Sort of damage. Yeah, there we go. So we're really looking... He gives you 3 free turns, so we're really looking to see if we can get... Yes, a limit break that recurs. So that we can keep playing limit break in order to get our strength to up, basically. So I want to draw as much as I can. Go and then bash him. Using our Centennial Puzzle. Now we can double our strength again. And deal a reasonable amount of damage, really. And he's already dead. Barricade. So barricade is basically not what we're doing. We have no defense. We have an evolve. We'll take an evolve. So I'd like to upgrade the limit break. So it's 50-50 on Gremlin Knob. And if we get him, we are probably dead. If we get the sentries, we kill them and get a thing. Do we go for the 50-50? Probably not, right? I will take the slime goop because we have a pantograph. And then I will also take an upgrade somewhere. Heavy blade, probably. Or fire breathing plus. Actually, fire breathing plus, I think. Well, the boss adds a lot of slime to your deck. So here it's bash into twin strike in order to just get him down. So he'll spray first, and then he'll question mark, and then he'll do a big attack. Unless you get him to split at 50%. I definitely want to get fire breathing up. We'll draw 3 cards because of that. Unfortunately, we did not get to draw many defense cards, and we didn't get enough damage. So we're going to cop 33. I could use this potion, but... So he's at 81. If I do this, I want him to add slime to my deck. As strange as that sounds. And that will also bring him under. So we'll just pass the turn. Because yeah, look, we just... So now we do double our strength and then heavy blade. Bring him down to 29, and then he'll split at 29, and the slimes only have very few health. We can do this and that, splitting both of them further. And if we draw only one slime, the fight's over. Yeah. Another limit break? I mean, sure. Why not? Other options are Berserk and Double Tap. No, I think a limit break. You get to choose a boss relic. Since we have an evolve in our deck, I think it's the Mark of Pain. I want the energy. Tiny House doesn't do all that much, and Busted Crown is very painful in Act 2, start of Act 2. Because we do really want to add, I guess, another 20 cards to this deck or so, so I'd like to be able to pick them instead of having them forced on me. Being able to pick cards is a good thing. So do we want to actually get rid of Pain? I don't think so. I think I want to get rid of a strike instead. We have 285. So I could go for a shop. If I go for this shop here, it's going to be followed by an elite immediately. Which might result in Pain because we only have Burning Blood. I could go for this shop. It seems a lot safer, to be honest. We again have the option to do the Super Elite Late. I want to take it. There's a lot of elites. I mean, I could also veer off to the left here. Got the fire, another fire, and then get the Super Elite. Or do even this. I feel like starting here is definitely the option that I want to take. Getting a store in order to get some... We got our fire breathing, which is going to deal 20 damage from the wounds. It's going to hit us, but that's going to pull all our stuff. Can we kill him? Is this 12 damage? It's another 12 damage. I'll try to get a skill that might be useful. So this could play bash. And if it does, we win, right? So we do inflame, limit break, havoc and hope for... Oh. Well, such is life, and still not. Okay. He's gonna get more block now. But that'll kill though. Kind of like, well, there we go. That's better. It's still not quite. I'll fix that later. It's a lamp above my head and it's flickering because the contact isn't quite... Alright, whatever. Let's look at cards. Another Inflame, which, I mean, the probability that this is behind both is actually pretty large. Just adding more strength things to the deck seems fine to me right now. Now this is a thing I would love to have, but I think it... Does it preclude the limit break? It doesn't, right? Like a second limit break as well? And a rupture? Like all of this just like, oh yeah, let's get all these strength things. Let's start with membership card. And the limit break and the rupture. And the true grit to exhaust things. This is looking like a good deck already. Now all I would really want here is innate. I don't know about that one. What I'm really looking for is some sort of thing that uses my strength to regenerate my health. It exists and it's very good. I'm going for this elite. Ooh, this is... I don't like this fight. Sure, we'll pay 6 gold. Have fun with it. We just spent everything, right? So it's not even all that painful. Bards. You're here. Right, and now we can get Rupture, which will yield a lot of strength. It's very nice. Bird is going to do damage. All of them are attacking again. We can't even kill one. So we happen to draw both wounds, so we have to take another 26 from birds. I think we might be dead from the elite now, because the birds have done a number on us. If we have 20 strength, we can definitely more than kill a bird. So that's where all the block cards were. On the bottom. Here, have another 40 damage. This is a problem. I have a clothesline available for me. I mean, it's some form of mitigation, but it's not what we're looking for. It's this guy could be maybe beatable. He's got 2 wizards with him. I really want to start punching them. Can we kill? If we can't kill, we die. This is a lot of doubling of strength, but we only have 30 damage with a regular strike. So, GG. We got busted by birds. It's not really this gremlin leader that's the problem. It'd be the birds. Did we take too few cars that red block on them? Maybe. But I don't think my decisions were per se wrong. Looking at things, right? How things ended up. We just got a lot of cars that red damage on them too, right? On offer too. Pretty all that much that red block on it. And was, you know, decently good, right? So I can get a curse for health. I'm not all that much of a fan. 7 HP. No, not really. Removing a strike again. Those options don't seem too strong, so we'll do a boss straight this time. Sozu run. So this run we cannot use potions, and we also cannot regen as much. But we have 4 energy to start with, which can be a big deal. So going for the super here is an option with 2 fires in a row. Very nice. And then 1 more, and then 1 more. And then probably this early path in order to make use of the store. Mr. Jawworm is here. Mr. Jawworm is that's 8, 9 and 9 is not quite enough, so we block as much as possible. This ironclad doesn't have 6 health every combat. So we really gotta make it count. So we again get offered fire breathing and twin strike. So fire breathing is the answer to life's problems. The answer to sentries. What's our boss? This time it's not slime boss, so fire breathing is less good against the boss. Let's take twin strike instead. I'll take the money. Up against these again. The red one can buff its strength. The green one cannot actually buff strength. Only the red can do that. And I suppose we hit this as hard as we can. And then destroy it. Our fire potion got eaten. Carnage is very strong in the early game. We'll take one. We can do things like kill this thing immediately. They're doing 18, so yeah, it seems fine to me. It took us all our attacks to do that. Fruit juice, oh that hurts, having no fruit juice. At this point, taking a fire breathing is fine. We have the attacks we want, really. I feel no pain. If you really want to make sure, right? A Havoc as well. I mean, I don't think that's too bad. There's Perfected Strike on offer, but I don't think we need to take it. In fact, I'd rather remove a strike. Become more effective in the late game. Perfected Strike is neat, but it's more of a meme than it's any good. That is 8 damage. It's a silly upgrade. Want a good upgrade? You got one. This is going to give us maybe 3 block. So this guy gains strength when you hit him. I don't want to hit him. I can help it. I think I don't want to hit him this turn. It's very likely that we'll have to take 24. So this is an interesting question. Do you Havoc? If we hit Carnage, he's dead. If we hit Twin Strike, he's going to take 14, which is not enough. He hits Strike, again, not enough. If we hit Defend, we gain 5 block. If we use it, he gains 3 strength. And this attack's base damage is 18, so it goes up to, I believe, is it 18? It's 50% more damage, which is 24. So 24 is 3 seconds of it. So it's 16. Goes up to 19, which times 1.5 becomes 28. So this will take us 4 more damage. But if we hit Defend, then we just block for 1 more and it's fine. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits and 6 misses. So on average it's a miss. But one of those hits, which is this one, is really big. 1 out of the 11. So there's a 1 in 11 chance that'll save us on average 3 health. That cost us on average about 2. On average, this is a plus. The thing is, like, we're not really caring about the average. We're more caring about, you know, in what case can we go where? I mean, if we win that, we can go left. If we get hit by, let's say, 24, can we still go left? At 15 health, doing an elite at 15 health, when it could be Lagavulin with this deck? I don't think I will want to do that. I really want my 39, so the answer is we play Havoc. And miss. I mean, I didn't actually factor in the Feel No Pain, which did help a little bit more. We're not at 15, but 17. That's a nice relic to get. We got Fiendfire, which combos really well with what we have. The thing is, at 17 health, it's so hard to do an elite. But so is doing a hard pool fight, right? That could be a gremlin gang and then we just die. That would be so nice to have, but we don't get it. There's a True Grit. I'll take a True Grit. And then we'll go here. Anchor. Anchor is good here. Fire Breathing. I'm just gotta hope to get some block next turn. Fire Breathing is up, so that's going to kill them fairly quickly. So Feel No Pain will block somewhat. Havoc will also do a block. And then hit one of them and then block some more. You take 2 damage. This is a scary turn. Next turn they're gonna hit for 10 again. Carnage. $28. Carnage and Fiendfire will kill. But I don't need to kill the middle one. So we have Feel No Pain. Killing the right one will mean that Feel No Pain will make sure that we basically take no more damage the rest of the fight. And we kill with Carnage. Got a Frozen Egg. Got a Second Wind. We have a lot of exhaust things that work well together. We just gotta bloat our deck now with a bunch of stuff. We can take the Golden Idol, definitely. Can we take the hit, is the question. Which will save on max HP, which is really good later. If we take the hit, we'll have to heal, right? We could get another Gremlin Knob, or we could get a Lagavulin. We get another Gremlin Knob, is that super bad for us? We have the Carnage Plus now. I mean, I could also take the injury and then upgrade something, right? Upgrading Fiendfire could be really good. Taking injury feels bad though. Let's take the 26. Heal back for 22. It's Laga with strength. So ideally we get Bash Carnage. And hit him for 42 to start with. He now has 22 health. This will do 40 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And heal me for a bunch. And now we kill. Nice. Champion belt. Whenever we apply vulnerable, we apply weak. And limit break is back. However, it's up against flame barrier, which I think is better for us than limit break. The direction this deck is going in. This is interesting. There's an interesting choice here. This boss will attack for a lot on turn 2. So what are the probabilities that we actually hit, you know, a bunch of attacks? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of 19. There's a lot of attack cards in this deck still. I'm not that comfortable with 26 health actually. Against the Guardian. The hard part is his turn 2. Like look, if we already drew 3 of our blocks, which like if you don't get the damage, you know, enough damage. Oh, we do get enough damage. So this, that. Keeping the Fiendfire for a turn where we might need one. Sure, get that out of the deck. Do I second wind those two? Seems fine by me. Flame Barrier is very nice. It's also another reason to pick Flame Barrier. It's aggressive boss. Take another. We'll take 8. Second wind is here. I want to use Bash though. And it only exhausts non-attack cards, so we can exhaust Havoc. I mean, that's fine by me, actually. Go ahead and exhaust Havoc. And then we hit him for 42. And no need for Fiendfire yet. I want to exhaust this defend. Well, I want to keep it. It's fine. So here he's just attacking a lot. That will put him at weakened. It's going to take like 40 from a Fiendfire, right? So I feel like that is worth it. It's got Sharp Hide, which hurts me. Yeah, this was what I'm afraid of. 27. We can't quite kill him. We kind of drew the worst cards. I'll take another 5 for that. And then finish off with Fiendfire, I suppose. There are a lot of potions. Impervious? Question mark. Versus Exhume and Brutality. Exhume could get Fiendfire back. That's about it, really. Brutality. Again, if we had the puzzle again, I would click on that immediately. But Impervious. Alright. So we got offered more energy. No gold. Seems not very great. I do want to take one of these. I think Cursed Key is almost always better than Tiny House. We'll go for 5 energy then. I need to look for some more expensive cards. We did add 3 2 costs to the deck already, but there's definitely room for card draw or expensive cards in this deck now. Where are the merchants at? One at the top. Left path does seem better though. All the elites are on the left side and the right side is full of fights in a row. The second act has a lot better events than the first, so we could hit vampires, or we could hit Bloody Idol, or we could hit apparitions, or there are a few things. I would love to find some more vulnerable sources too, because they automatically... Let's hit the second wind. Get rid of all these block cards. Carnage will help. This Twin Strike. I'll just use the Impervious to block. 18. It's 20 damage, huh? Feel like we need Feel No Pain. Let's hit him for 20 damage, I suppose. And does this... It blocks and then returns fire. Cleave. Cleave is actually okay for us with having 0 sources of multi-damage. And there is the Gremlin Eater, and there's also the Slavers. Although Cleave isn't really what you want against Slavers, right? You want the... What's the card again? Can we look at it? Not from here. There's a good Ironclad card with that. I don't know, Cleave just seems... not enough. Perfected Strike also. We have a Twin Strike and some strikes, but again, I think it's skipped. I don't really like any of these. There's Bites, which are a form of health regeneration. We don't have any. Let's pick that up. Traitor Strikes for Bites. So now I'm really glad I didn't pick a Perfected Strike, because that would have done nothing. We can Rummage, which will upgrade our Bites. And during the fight, a lot. Rummage for the thing. Feel no pain. Avocado is always rude. Okay, 10 by 4. That'll do. This will block completely by itself. The Bites are nice, they keep you topped up. Nice, that's what I was hoping for. Alright, we have another True Grit on offer. Sure. I'd like to upgrade some of them so we can actually hit things we want to hit with them. Yeah, like that, that's annoying. Sort of the thing that can happen with True Grit. It's a lot of damage, that's just too much of a fan of what's happening here. I don't quite have the damage remaining in the deck to kill this thing, which means we'll have to cycle. Which usually involves a turn with a bunch of days. Here it's fine though, because it happens to be the turn where we also have Flame Barrier. And we happen to be full health anyway because of Vampirism. Have another Flame Barrier. So we're full HP. I mean, now's the time to take on the Elite, I suppose. I mean, we'd be taking on like 4, but... Sure, let's start with 1. Hit the Wizard. Let's make sure we get pain out of the deck. I don't want to see no pain anymore. This can be a little bit scary, yeah. Here comes the Wizard. Okay, so... There's the sneeze. Couldn't stop. And then we just do that, I suppose. He's getting a lot of strength, which is quite scary. So we haven't quite done... Second wind. See what we get here. Might as well keep trying. Yes, this is the problem. 61 damage in our face and no real recourse. This does kill. We barely survive. The strength he's gaining is scary. Gaining 5 strength. It's mostly the strength he's giving himself that is really the scary part. Or 1 off. Yes, we'll, the moment you actually kill this guy, the rest, the small gremlins will just retreat. So once we get him a bit low, then we'll focus him down. So this is a potion I would love to have, but I've seen that a bunch. Rupture again? I mean, it's good if you have a pain in the deck. You might want to just keep the pain. Have a big pain turn where you gain a bunch of strength. Not terrible. We got it out of the deck, I suppose. Okay, where's my feel no pain? There it is. Let's keep stacking the flame barrier. It takes 24. Just have a bunch of... This is going to be a painful turn. Can we kill this thing? I want to Havoc in order to maybe get another 16 and 5. 16 and 5 is 13 and 16. It's actually enough block to keep going, and we do have more bites in the deck. I'll delay the fight on purpose in order to play another bite. Which does trigger an Nunchaku, but I feel the health is more important. That's a tough choice. I'll go for a feel no pain. Yeah, I wouldn't misjudge if you'd say, you know, you should go for disarm there. So, I'll go for this event, see if we can get, yeah. Oh, look at that. We got ourselves a Reaper. Pick that up. That is a pretty big yes. Allow us to regen more. So, do we get rid of Twin Strike, perhaps? Got ourselves a Juggernaut. Juggernaut is really good in this deck. I want it so badly. So we get rid of defend, maybe? Or Twin Strike? Might honestly be Twin Strike, that's the worst card here. Okay. Eternal Feather or Sapphire Key? Do we want to take another curse from our curse relic? I don't know. I like the Eternal Feather. It'll heal us back up. So if we go left, we could fight Slavers, which we might live against, or Book of Stabs. Could we beat Book of Stabs with this? It'll be tricky. It has about 160 health. You don't really have a lot of scaling up. You have Juggernaut, which will help. The same... No, actually, we have 2 flame barriers. Book of Stabbing will be quite possible. It's just the slavers that I'm really scared of then. We do have a Reaper as well. What are the normal fights we could be fighting? We already fought hard. We're already in the hard pool, so we could get the plant guy. The 8x3 man thing. Which will be very painful. Avocado Plus will be horrible. Mystic and Guardian would be easy. It's Book of Stabs, okay. See, we can beat Book of Stabs. We have an anchor for the starting turn. Is fire breathing going to be helpful? Yeah, it is. Okay. Bash is going to be helpful for just returning his damage. So already at 10, so... Not the ideal turn for a flame barrier, but... I'll take it. Unfortunately, we already drew Pain. There's our Reaper, which will deal no damage. Are we... We can't heal for enough is the problem, right? So increases block by 3. It's by 2, effectively. So we can do the most block if we do this combination. Which is still not enough, unfortunately. 23. We needed to have drawn Flame Barrier, or Impervious, or True Grit, or the other True Grit, or a Havoc, or one more Defend. It's just a bit sad to have misdrawn this turn, because next turn he'd probably be dead. Really, Juggernaut would have also solved the fight, yeah. But no. We get stabbed. We definitely had a chance against him, but it wasn't a big one. Yeah, it can be... Slay-the-spire can be challenging. Alright. Obtain a curse for a rare. Starting relic for a boss relic. 3 potions or a card. Could be either one. A curse for a rare, huh? That's risky. Where's our stores? Can we decurse easily? Good. So a curse for a rare is a decent option. We can also do another boss relics trade. Boss relic trade ironclad is okay. I don't really like the curse options either. 3 potions, meh. Choose a card, meh. We'll do a boss trade again. Philosophers. Alright, that's a run and a half then. All the enemies will be stronger. So I'm looking at that second shop. That is probably the way we want to go. Probably the left side looks good. So in that case, do we want to do like a bunch of fights? 4 fights or 5 fights? You're going to be a little bit tougher because of the 1 extra strength, but it's going to be... Twin strike, I don't have headbutt. Picking up the twin strike, I suppose. So we keep our options open for our perfected strike possibility. And then he dies. We are offered a whirlwind and armament. Should I take a whirlwind? I suppose I could take a whirlwind. I'll take a question mark to transform into impervious. I am fine with this transformation. I think I want to kill the small one because it weakens me. Use impervious to stop the 11 damage, and then whirlwind will kill. Heavy blade and anger. We can't really use that all that well yet. I didn't really have enough attacks yet. But heavy blade isn't all that great at the start. We could find strength in the store. Sure. We've got to pick some attacks at the start. That's the thing in high difficulty. If you do not pick any attacks, the elites will stomp us. So this is sort of the conundrum you're facing. You pick a bunch of attacks and then you don't find any block, then you're in trouble, but don't pick any attacks at all and Gremlin will eat you. Wild strike, huh? That's fairly crazy. I'll pick another twin strike over it. I feel like we're in an okay position when it regards to attacks. I'll upgrade bash and then we're pretty good. Maybe grab a whirlwind upgrade as well. I definitely want to remove a strike at this point. I think like I could take an armament, for example, here instead. Just can upgrade whichever card we want in the fight. Then we'll upgrade the whirlwind because it's 3 by X damage, which makes it an actually, you know, decent card. Without the upgrade, the whirlwind isn't all that great. Paper frog. We have a lot of damage. We're really looking for some good ways to block. It's a very rude first turn. 24 damage. And then a bunch of nothing. While we deal 32 to everything. It's got 19, but we don't care. 19 health, that is. Thunderclap and Rampage. Rampage can be good against the first boss, actually. But we already have so much stuff in this deck. I'd rather be picking up a True Grit at this point. Like so many attacks, right? Well, the True Grit away to defend, in the rare case that we need to go. Should I be using the potion? Well, we've got Bash at this point, so it doesn't matter. I can use that. Will we kill next turn is the question, right? It's 12 by 4. So Whirlwind won't kill by itself. I think we'll skip. He's definitely dead next turn from Whirlwind alone. Next one doesn't matter, so take 13 and down he goes. Question card. The opposite of the crown, right? Yeah. We got a drop kick. We've got a drop kick. Drop kick is interesting because it's a very easy way to set up an infinite for the champ, potentially. We don't have any strength. So if the boss in the area 2 is the champ, this would be drop kick plus armaments plus True Grit would be a way to get at the champ. We can duplicate it, for example, or something. I'll take it as a tech card choice. We've got some good potions for dealing with elites. I think we can afford to smith something. True Grit probably here. I really want to be able to control that card. Like here, for example. Okay. I want to start with a bash. Seems okay. Whirlwind into it's very dead. I didn't even need the potions. That's annoying, we can't. Fruit juice it up. Combust. There's a strong card as well. We do have a whirlwind, but it's an alternative. I'll take one. If we can find what's the card? Rupture again. I don't think I need Combust to beat this. Corruption. Again, another tech card. We'll take it. I feel like we might need to rest here. I'll use a potion. 19. That's gonna do it. I don't think that actually did anything, really. We don't have any strength. Okay. 6x4 actually. Because of Philosopher's Stone. Doing 4 extra damage to us. I don't know if I want to play Corruption. We're in for the long haul. I still also have a fruit juice to stall if it's needed. This is the scary turn, right? $24. Can we get there? Is this 24? Is there 16? If I buff it up, it becomes what? Only 7? So that'll turn into 20 damage, which is not enough. So we'll have to try to block. Are we one short? We're one short. Feels bad. Being one short feels bad. Also, I should really change the stream info to be slay-the-spire runs. Change that. There we go. Rare relic. Or boss relic. Oh, that's another, you know, obtain a curse one, right? This one, though, a random rare card seems okay. There's a lot of things we could hit. We hit a double tap, not the best one. Okay, so let's fish for some question mark that allows us to trade it. Though not, you know, forcing ourselves into super elite at the start seems like a good. Oh, that's rude. Possibly the highest amount of damage we could have run into. Let's twin strike again. Seen that a bunch of times, the same card. 7, 9. Not quite what we want. A double tap. Doesn't really do anything. A true grit. Can't really use it. And I can use it. I can use that to get rid of burns, which is a big deal in the boss fight. I mean, so can Second Wind. And Second Wind's a lot more efficient at it. Trade in a Gambler's Brew? Or, hey, seen that before too. Very similar. Seen that before too, not being able to buy Orrery. Immolate is not affordable, unfortunately. There you go, a regular strike. See, we can't get something better than that. We'll take 7 in order to. Can I do this? No, I can't, right? It's 10. That's 75% because of that, right? How much is it now? 14? What energy would have done it? Paper crane's not. Paper frog's nice. Ourselves a pommel strike instead of a strike. The bash upgrade. Let me just say, very rude. It's the second time the lies have been rude. It's also something to be observed, is that when an enemy uses a strategic effect, it almost always will attack next turn. So now this one will attack. And we draw 0 defense. Absolutely none of it. I mean, I could have known that by just looking at the cards, but... Another pommel strike? I wouldn't be averse at, you know, grabbing a perfected strike at this point. We're definitely looking for energy if we can get it. Energy of any form, really. Good for an elite? I guess so. So... dramatic entrance, perhaps, just for the damage. So I could pommel strike twice. Since we have all of those blocks in our deck. Might be a good idea to do so, just to get to bash, which is what the card we really want to play is. Hopefully 1428 won't do. So instead, let's just second wind. There's quite a bit of block. Definitely enough to make up for the fact that we are giving him a little bit of strength. Pen. Ooh. That's a click. We got feed. And meat on the bone. Okay, we got ourselves a run. Because feed and meat on the bone together are, you know, a nice combination. Definitely. Okay, what do we got here? Bash. Doesn't quite work. That works though. And roll attacking. Hit you, because if we draw feed, we can feed. Otherwise we can defend. We're hitting for a lot. There's feed. And you can double tap it. But I still can't kill the other thing. Is there some way of killing the other thing? Double tap strike? Not really. Front slime will do the most damage. So do that one first. Let's keep exhausting all our defensive cards. Finally, oh, pen nib. Oh, nice. Meat on the bone. Grab ourselves a spot weakness, perhaps. Spot weakness? Would that work? Or we could get ourselves a thunderclap or a dropkick. Suppose weakness is repeatable, but it's kind of iffy with second wind. It doesn't really play all that well together, and we don't really have that many things to take advantage of it. But it's really good against this boss. I want to do as many fights as I can. I have a feed in the deck after all. Might as well try to capitalize on that. Try to feed on as many enemies as we possibly can. I can block for 5 with the inflame. Might as well. Are we gonna draw a feed soon? I mean, we're gonna draw a feed now, it's guaranteed, so. A bunch of health. True Grit. Upgrade the feed. So we get 4 health per fight. The more health you get, the better. Gremlin Gang. This is a scary fight. I want to kill the fat gremlin because he is putting all sorts of nasty debuffs. So now I want to kill the wizard, but he got protected. We can do 22. Let's just defend a bit for a minute. We got ourselves a pen nib anyway, so. Okay, this should take care of things. And that, and that. And this mad gremlin shouldn't be much of a problem. I want a dual wield feed. I wish I could got that this fight, but yes, I want a dual wield feed as much as possible. If we can get ourselves a runic pyramid, then we go completely nuts. By just doing a lot of feeding, I suppose. That's the one I didn't want to discard, but so be it. Might it be possible to... Right. So we got dual wield feed. That's a thing that just happened. That's one. Get him in the feed range. Should be able to deal with it. We could get it again, which would be ridiculous if we did. But no. I mean, I'll drink for it. We got it again. Dual wield the feed. And keep going. So we draw the feed again, and then we feed on him. Or we kill him now. Nah, we'll feed on this guy. We got a meat on the bone. We can do this. Might be a little bit boring, but it'll work. Trying to get as much value out of the fight as we possibly can get. We can still block. It's gotta be the last card in the deck, isn't it? There we go. We got a Vajra, duplication potion, perfected strike. Since we've got 2 pommel strikes and 4 strikes, and a twin strike, sure, we'll add it. It deals how much? Probably quite a bit of damage, I would imagine. Okay, I mean, that's okay, but not really. Double tap, maybe? No, it's a true grit, right, that we really want to upgrade. A true grit will deal with a lot of things. Not the best defense. There's a pen nib, which we want to use on Perfected Strike, and we can help it. Dealing 56 damage. Reasonable amount of damage. What would happen if I duplicated that? He's going to hit for quite a bit next turn. We've got to kind of kill him. Because second wind and defend will have 10 block. And he'll be hitting for 18. If I draw all the defense, if one of the cards I don't draw is Bash or Strike, I can survive here. Otherwise, do I have a kill? This is 60. We got something like double bash. Spot weakness and then double bash. It's not going to be. It's going to be 16, 19. And then another like 24, 25 or something. It's not going to be enough. So we get rid of this burn instead. So now we play the defend twice. And second win the spot weakness in order to survive basically. Well, we're dead next turn anyway, so might as well go to 1 HP. Got him. Okay. Close, but cool. Corruption exists. I mean, I'd rather dual wield a bunch of feeds, right, than corruption and throw it away. But then again, once you dual wield feed once or so, it's enough. Especially if we upgrade dual wield. I'll take one. Not the one I wanted. Still nice though. Probably cursed key. Or do we upgrade enemies' attack? We have 97 health anyway. This might actually be the better choice, to be honest. It's not that big of a deal if you start out-healthing everything. We have meat on the bone, right? So we can probably take a bunch of fights in a row. And this attack is a bunch of fights. This act is a bunch of fights, no matter where you go. The thing is, do I want to do upgrades a bunch too? Could be true. Can we handle a super elite? I don't know. Let's find out. Smork together. Fortunately, he'd not be attacking. Corruption's okay. Want to make sure that we can feed. Is that at all possible? I want to get into meat on the bone range too. Let me kill this thing. Seeing red, huh? Oh, really? A trench could be a thing with corruption. If we just can manage to get to... Who's the boss anyway? That guy? Okay. Hyper beamer. And trench. You really want barricade as well to make the most of that. I'm not sure that was right, but okay, strike gets doubled. No, thanks. $18. I'm gonna take 24 from these. Body slam. Not really. Blood for blood's good though. That's a really good card for us. I don't want to lose any of those two, to be honest. Go away. Those are really good relics for us. 9x3 man is here. I keep drawing the entrench in the wrong turns. I don't really feel that good about that pick. Down he goes. Another perfected strike. Let's go Smork. It's one bird down. I'm going to try to block a little because we're below half HP, so We're gaining back already. We can do wield feed, so we should be dual wielding feed then. We didn't get it, so regular feed then. Can we please kill this thing? Grab and immolate. Upgrade set immolate or rest? Probably rest in order to get health. Okay, so I can just instantly kill you. Sounds like a decent proposition to me. No. Alright, find that feed. Or just kill him. Potions always appear. I really want a potion bell to be able to use that. Health. Ceramic fish, and I think it's time to start removing regular strikes, even though we do have some perfected strikes. They are simply just not good enough anymore. Now, the question becomes here, is there anything you'd like to pick up? The tiny chest doesn't do that much for us. None of the other things really do anything. Evolve might be good. Still stretching it a bit. I think it's a nope. Centurion and Mystic. Like this is a situation in which we dual wield feed and hit him in the face and then pass. So that we can maybe get a couple feeds off here. Start hitting him a bit more so that Mystic will be stuck healing. It's painful. Centurion keeps hitting hard. We gotta get to those feeds soon. I'm hitting him. Second immolate. It's not really what I'm looking for anymore, is it? There's a dark embrace combines with corruption. We're looking to transition into a build that does powers very well. Corruptions and stuff. Yes. 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 Okay. I'll deal quite a bit of damage. And then Tenet will hopefully finish him off. Another True Grit Plus? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I feel no pain. Would be definitely a thing. Oh, are we just dead here because of 8x3 man? Could very well be. I have to do a real pummel strike in order to... What is... Not again? Are you kidding me? We're just dead because of snake plant now. It's like... Well, so much for that. Yeah, snake plant got us. I think that's it for today. Here's some more interesting things later. Table. GG's for the ironclad. We got beaten up 3 times in Act 2. By a snake plant, no less, at the end. You just couldn't get the value out of the feed. Just a bit sad. I suppose that picking up the entrench and all that wasn't all that great because we didn't quite have enough tools to make use out of it. Right, it really would have needed more things to be able to capitalize on it. On the other hand, you could also say pretty bad draws all around, pretty bad enemy RNG all around. Then again, I mean, I signed up for a bunch of fights and I got a bunch of fights. So yeah. That's it.